Well, I want to do this one more time with you face to face. How many of you dealt with Judy Goshkabosh directly? How many of you ever had any interaction with Judy? Okay. Now, how many of you have ever been able to tell Judy Goshkabosh no when she has an idea? It's unanimous, Judy. I want to start by thanking Judy. She's a steadfast leader. She's dedicated, she's passionate, she's calm, she stays with it, she gets the job done. I'm so grateful for your leadership and friendship for our entire state. Thank you, Judy. I want to also acknowledge the leadership of our mayor and my good friend, Chris Beitler. Among all the difficulties in running a city, he has an extraordinary sensitivity to the nature of what public space ought to be. And under his tenure, you're seeing Lincoln build out in the most extraordinary ways and creating the sense of place so that our narrative as a community can hold with beautiful artwork and beautiful plantings and gathering spots that really hold a depth of meaning. Thank you, Mayor Beitler, for your leadership. I want to also acknowledge State Senator Tom Brewer, Colonel Brewer, as I call him. You know, when he was giving a little bit of insight into his autobiography, he left something out. I may have lost count of the number, Colonel, so forgive me if I'm off, but he's been wounded 5 times in battle. Colonel, 6. Colonel, thank you. In fact, he wasn't real interested in politics. He wanted to stay in the military. They made him leave. Thank you, Colonel, for your service. We really appreciate it. And finally, Professor Victor, welcome to Nebraska. Can we claim you as an honorary Nebraskan now? Yes. Thank you for your good work. And Don Campbell, thank you for your generosity. Your family is rooted here in the Prairie, and that legacy continues with your work today. Thank you so much. Chairman Larry Wright, my friend, a rising star in Native American politics, a young leader, the next generation of leaders. He has a depth of commitment and generosity and strength of spirit that makes his authentic character and leadership invited, not just to the Native American peoples, but to all peoples who share in the same vision of dignity for everyone, celebration of diversity, as you rightly said, and an ongoing need to continue to recognize the first Americans. Thank you, Chairman Wright, for your dedicated leadership. And as he said, when he was born, there was not a Ponca tribe, but now there is. And by the way, he is self-taught in the language. He learned the language as an adult, and that is very impressive. Thank you so much. You all know the story of Chief Standing Bear. It is one of strength and courage and dignity. And we as Nebraskans together now have another opportunity to make a public statement with what I anticipate to be a very beautiful sculpture so that we can continue to tell the story and to remember his presence into time, not only for ourselves, but for generations to come. Thank you all. Pleasure to be with you today.